So it's been another week. Today is October 2nd, and it's 2 a.m. again. I'm going to be waking up soon, but I did a lot. So I know I had a lot of homework that I talked about last week, and that's what I spent the first part of my week doing. I got the assignment that was due Monday done, I think, and that went mostly well. And then I had that big assignment on Tuesday. That one I was not so sure about. But on Tuesday in the afternoon, I decided I would take myself out for a fancy, nice sushi lunch with hot tea and I don't know what. When I really need to work hard, I spend a little bit extra on food, and it seems to have worked out. It was almost like an out-of-body experience trying to work through those problems, but stuff that didn't make sense before suddenly made sense to me. And sometimes I was even like, I'm not even completely sure what I'm doing, but this seems right, so I'm gonna do it. So I hope that turns out well. Then on Wednesday, I had a very small assignment. It turned out it was super easy. I was so worried I was gonna have to pull an all-nighter to finish it, and then it barely took any time at all. Of course, that was the easiest assignment we've had. I have been exhausting myself, but not as badly as I was when I was working. On Friday, I volunteered at a jobs event that they had on campus. It turns out a whole lot of people volunteered, but I got a free t-shirt, which I don't think I have handy. And so that was nice. And I also got to talk to a few employers, some of whom seemed kind of interested. I don't know. Most of what we talked about were possible internships for the summer. Maybe it'll work out, but if nothing else, I got some experience talking to people. That's something that I probably need more of, is experience talking to other professionals and figuring out how to sell myself, because I know how to sell a product. I don't know entirely how to sell myself, but I'm working on it. Then on Friday on my way home, I stopped by Walmart and I bought myself some supplies. They had the pencils that I really like on sale for $4 a piece. But these are very super nice pencils. They are very durable. They last a long time. They're 0.5mm lead. Those tend to cost a little bit more. It came with refills, and they're made from stainless steel, and they have a very durable casing, so they will serve me very well. I bought some erasers too, and I also picked up some red pens, also on Friday. This was kind of cool. One of the pens that I picked up has a level in it. I don't know if you can see that bubble or not, but it has a level, and so I was using it to check out some of the things I've made, and it turns out some of them have been very level, so I'm proud of that. And I may end up using that again in the future, just to make sure everything is good. I also picked up some fidget spinners. They're kind of a fad right now. And they were free at the jobs events. So these, I picked them up to keep them out of the wrong hands. And I'm pretending those hands are not my hands. But I don't really need them. But they were something I picked up. And they're kind of a fad. What else was there? And then this weekend I had a take-home test. The first part of the take-home test was preparing the official study sheet, which mine has all of the notes from the entire class so far, and all of the solutions to all of the homework, because he said we could put anything we wanted to on there, so I put everything on there, and that's why it took so long and has so many itty-bitty little letters on there. But I had everything I needed for the exam, so that was something nice. Other than that, I have some homework coming up. I've looked at it, but I haven't finished it. I haven't even really started it. I just looked at it to say, yep, that needs my attention. But it's not due till Wednesday. I'm also looking at trying to do more job stuff and just generally be responsible. I tried to go by the Career Center. That was the other thing I did on Thursday. And I got some feedback on my resume, but they basically said, it looks pretty good. Great. But I didn't get to speak to the career counselor. I spoke to one of the student counselor people. So that was not terribly useful. But she did tell me a little bit about how I could set up an appointment. So that helps. So it's progress, and it didn't cost me anything much. I was already on campus, and I had the time to spend. So that's what I did. I'll probably try to go by on this coming Thursday. I think that is everything. Oh yeah, and I bought engineering paper from the student bookstore. This pad was $11 or $12, I forget which. This paper is expensive for 200 sheets. So I used it for my test work. That's really what I got it for, is for my important test work, so it looks very official, because I also have a degree in psychology, and making my work look more professional will help it score better. I'm not the one who makes up the rules for how people's brains work. I just have to live with them.